Ready? My name is Tim White. I'm a cattle producer from Jessamine County. I've been in the cattle business all my life. I've been in business with my wife for 26 years. We run a cow-calf feeder backgrounding operation. We do diversified crops and hay. The benefits of grain-fed over grass-fed. The first thing and the biggest thing in my mind today is when you look at it is the efficiencies of feed and the ability to have more tonnage of beef produced in a smaller area. And what I'm saying in the efficiencies of feed, corn-fed and grain-fed beeves, one, take less days to harvest. Grass-fed beef takes an average of 2 years before they're ready to be harvested and will grade choice. Grain-fed cattle, you can get up to 12 months of age, will be ready to be choice-fed cattle. Also, when you look at the grain-fed market, the ability of the cattle, the performance of the cattle is so much higher. The average daily gain, the health of the cattle, the herdsmanship of grain-fed cattle. There's more to that in the grain-fed side than on the grass-fed. It takes more management. But when you look at the efficiencies of doing implants and ionophores and raising the amount of grain per amount of pounds of gain is huge. We have to do that in this day because we not only feed our country, but we feed the world. If we stay with just grass-fed beef, we cannot produce enough meat to feed our country, much less feed the world. Today we are currently at 1962 inventories of cattle on feed. With that, we are producing a lot more tonnage because of grain-fed efficient beef. It's safe, it's wholesome. Grain-fed beef, like I said, takes a lot longer. The cattle don't have as high a grading percentage as the grain-fed beef do. And when you look at, like I said, when you look at the inventories of 1962, take today's population versus the population in 1962, and I think when you stop and look at the factors of that, you realize that we can't go away from grain-fed. It's something that we have to stay with. The central portion of the United States is a dry area, and it is very conducive to feedlot confinement grain-fed cattle. If we don't feed those cattle there that way, we do not have the option to grass feed in that part of the country, as it does have lack of water.